Hi, my name is Elena and I love manga. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so I thought I would give you some manga recommendations that might hit that sweet spot for the season. Starting off with, oh wait, sorry, wrong video. Like I was saying, I have Valentine's Day manga recommendations for you. If you're looking for a cute school story, I really like this one because I like the duality of like looking like a nerd, but like on your off time, you're kind of like delinquent era. I like that flippy flop, and it gives me exactly those cute little like early love feelings that I love. And also look how cool he is. I love a nice character design. This is kind of like a slow burn, but I adore the dynamic of this like super large guy who has this cute little Pomeranian and this cute girl who has this like giant Rottweiler. They're exactly each other's type essentially, but it's like slowly developing feelings because really they're just like pet friends. So I'm really taking my time with this one. So if you need something that like gives you that like sweet feeling that will linger throughout the rest of the year, this is a good one for that. If you liked Satsuki and Miyano, which I don't know who doesn't, it's adorable. This is like a one shot that gives me that feeling, but it's with two people who work in a vet clinic, and the director is kind of like moody and kind of like stoic, but his like new veterinarian falls in love with him like immediately, so it's kind of like, oh well, they won't they, but very cute. And I'm just realizing, not the animals back to back, but I have a dog, so they're always on my mind. If you're looking for something with a little drama, I adore Blue Flag. It is complete, I think in like 8 volumes, so not terribly short but not terribly long. And it's like a love triangle, but not in a traditional way where this is your point and your two sides are meeting up. We're like this is your point and the two sides are meeting up. But it's interesting to see all the relationships play out and who likes who, but like I and navigating that and like secrecy. And I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you, but it was a nice ride and really talked deeply about why you love. Perfect World is one of my favorite josei manga ever in the history of the universe. I'm usually not a second chance romance kind of girly, but since they kind of weren't technically together in high school but met in adulthood and got together, I don't really think it categorizes, but later on it might categorize. I'm not gonna spoil that for you. Yeah, essentially they knew each other in high school, and she finds out when she meets him again as adults that he got into an accident and now is like paralyzed from the waist down, and how to navigate a relationship with somebody who's disabled, but also when you're still trying to rediscover and face obstacles in the world. So it's like, it's love, yes, and the complications that come with loving, but also I love stories that don't just focus on love, but also the development of you as a person, because you are a person outside of your relationship and inside of it. Like, you are an individual. You make each other stronger, but you are strong on your own kind of gig. So My Androgynous Boyfriend is very cute. It's complete in 5, so not terribly long, but very cute. And if you like an already established couple, this one's for you, because at the start of it they're already together, so it flashes back to sort of like how they got together, but also how they're navigating the relationship in these adult years. What does a relationship look like? And the twist is like, she's kind of a tomboy kind of girl, but she's not really, just like, she's taller than most girls, and he's like really pretty. Like when people see him, they're like, you could be a model, which he kind of does become one, but he really developed this persona because his girlfriend liked it. So this one's really cute. Honestly, one of my favorites. Sweat and Soap is so funny off the bat, but also I love a story where there is character development. Like, she's very insecure about like the fact that she sweats a lot as a woman, and she used to get made fun of about it, so she couldn't imagine somebody being attracted to that quality in her. But here comes this guy who makes like perfumes and bath soaps and stuff like that, and he's like, I kind of love the way you smell and I wouldn't change it for the world. And sort of like, once again, that discovery where like they're in a relationship but they're growing, you know, like the relationship isn't the end all be all, but their work and their identity and who they want to become is still very important and very valuable. Also, it's just super cute. Like, they are such a sweet couple. I can't. So I'm definitely gonna have to, like, look at this. I can't. I'll be here forever. Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher is very cute. I love a guy with a kid. And this also falls into the vein where like they knew each other in high school, but they didn't get together until like they were adults. So that makes it really interesting. Like, what happens when you like see your crush again and he's got a kid and is divorced? Are you still crushing? The answer is yes, because he wasn't just cute in high school. He's even cuter now that he's like a devoted father. And like what that looks like is for two men trying to like be in a relationship but also like raise a child. So it's like, it's just cute. So very, very much a sweet treat for Valentine's Day. 10 Things I Want to Do Before I'm 40 was a standalone, but recently it got a sequel, which I'm not too mad at, but sometimes I'm like, you promised me a one shot, but I guess I'm glad that it gets to continue. I really liked this one because age gaps sometimes aren't my favorite because of like power dynamics, but they do make good drama. And I like the agency in this one where they're like doing things together and like exploring, and he very much has a crush on him, and he's like, yeah. And it's spicy, so it's spicy in the good way, but like not like heavily spiced, but because I still feel like I know them as characters, because some things are spice forward and I couldn't tell you a single thing about those people, but these ones I can. So definitely a sweet treat for Valentine's Day. And look at them, they got like these red colors, perfect for Valentine's Day. Look at me, don't I look in the spirit? And last but not least, sorry, I'm gonna have to like look at this why I tell you, reliving my life with a boyfriend who doesn't remember me. So it's like, it's not an isekai because she's already from that world, but it's a regression story where she like comes back. Or can you where she unalives and goes back in time, so regression. And she wants to save her boyfriend who also gets unalived. I don't know what you could say on things anymore, but they both are deceased. So like, yes. But she goes back and she remembers everything, but he doesn't remember anything because he didn't regress, because of course not. Where's the drama in that? And so she's like fully in love with him and he doesn't know her. He's like, you're kind of weird. And I like it because they are very much opposite people. So it's like, how did they even get together in the first place, being so opposite? But you watch as he like falls in love with her again, essentially. And it's just cute. It's cute, good fun. So these were my recommendations for Valentine's Day. If you read any of them or if you've read any of them, please talk to me about it because I love to know what you thought. And I love manga, so obviously I want to chit chat about it all the time. But have a good Valentine's Day. If you read something else, let me know because I would also like new recommendations. And if I've read it, we can chit chat about that too. But au revoir, party people, and I'll let you know what anime I'm going to be watching on Valentine's Day as well because it's a weekend.